Hello again. One of my viewers spent a fair amount of time typing what she did in this message, and it is a she. And this was in response to MVI 7455. Viewer commented on MVI 7452, enjoy. And she wrote, "Hi Gabe, me again. This viewer is 100% correct. I know exactly what he is saying. I'm so sorry for his loss. I had so much on my mind that I just had to stop and drop everything and take a long walk on the beach to clear my head and talk to folks and share your work and your viewers' comments. I get out in the real world and warn people, and I do the best that I can. There are some people out there that are aware, but I fear for those others that don't see it. It is taking a toll on me, and I got blood pressure meds now." Laugh out loud. "My doctor said I'm an accident waiting to happen." That's peachy to hear. Laugh out loud. "My blood boils on this so-called POTUS and the rest of the evil demonic clan against us. This perversion of the entire gay thing has made me so outraged. This is so demonic, straight out of the gates of hell. I shared some about my military family. There's more to it, but it is very hard to toss salt into a cut. No one should in these times join and take orders from these demons and that snake in charge, wanting them destroyed and being a yes man to the wicked rules of engagement. It's far beyond cruel what's taking place. I'm so angry at myself for casting a vote for evil Songbird, but votes are meaningless anyway." Well, she shouldn't be sad about that. I cast the vote for Songbird as well, knowing what I knew about him, but I also knew that the alternative, this demonic monster, would be a whole lot worse. She goes on to say, "I'm furious knowing what he did and continues on getting away with murder and unjust wars and other turncoats did to thousands of families like mine." She talks about her father, who suffered for many years of what he saw on the front lines in combat, and he was in other military jeeps and tanks. His entire platoon got vaporized, and he was the only one who lived. He lived with that his entire life, saying that he cheated death. He walked a couple of steps, and there they were. He held his friend until the very end. He kept most things inside, and I do some in sort, but I know enough what happened in those days. They drafted him before I was even a twinkle in his eye, and he had no choice but to go into the Vietnam War. When they tell you to go, you better, or it's your butt. They come after you. I'm proud to be his loving daughter to a wonderful dad who loved this country with deep passion. Maybe that's part of the reason why I love this country so much, and being a brat to members of my family serving. Things that he went through and endured in wartime, seeing things that I can't even imagine. He was always a strong man and a very successful man, and if someone pissed him off enough, he made it known and would tear into them. He took no crap from anyone. Laugh out loud. When we Americans saw the first 9/11, I'll never forget him saying, "This is not good. No, this is not good at all," over and over. His journey ended just a few years ago on this earth. I can't believe I was fooled and voted for Songbird. I was so upset for myself. Now you know why I laugh about how you impersonate him. Laugh out loud. That one of him saying, quote, "I'm proud to have served. I'm proud," and your facial expressions, laugh out loud. Ha ha ha. I wish I knew which video it was. I need another good laugh. Many times I crack up so hard. "Gabe, we gotta laugh or we'll cry," like you said. I thank God every day that my dad is not here to see America being destroyed after what he had to do and saw in the terrible war for for our beautiful country. I'm sure millions feel the same. I thank you for doing all that you do. Your heart is in the right place. I enjoy your work. I'm not sure about Mr. Manning on some past issues on bringing out race, and then I've seen him being odd on some topics that don't add up. A few years ago, I agreed on what he had to say, but I'm not sure now. He does have many good points. If I recall, he showed a pic of this puke in a close at mosque wearing a gay striper outfit. I remember him interviewing some folks on this monster. Maria Pope was talking to him by phone on speaker, and I agree with her, and he did too. Now I wonder if she is still with us. I hope so. I should look into that. Ready for the good news? I'd rather watch you because you are not wishy-washy. He once said the Bible is for blacks, something to that sort. He flip-flops. Maybe he's changed now. I don't know, because I saw those things. I lost all credibility in him. I remember he called the snake Daddy Longlegs. That was funny. And he said a while ago about his church sign being targeted, and it was. And he said something about the court hearing, and never one word about it since, unless I missed something. The Donald going with the Mexico building thing with Sheriff Joe sounds to me that they're planning to rake in some serious dough for themselves. Well, I don't agree with that because I don't think that Donald was even aware of what Sheriff Joe had said. They are incredibly smart businessmen and have a goal set and know things are making sense, like the World New Order. World Net Daily you shared. This be another sideshow? Sorry, that's what it says. I apologize if it sounds a little strange. And when he saw him soar, and many people are going to be let down when the final curtain drops. Is he getting his face back in people's minds? The Donald supported the Clinton Foundation, and he might be recanted, still waiting on the earth-shattering news from Sheriff Joe and Mike Zulu. Sheriff Joe must have been threatened or got a huge fat check. I don't believe that's true either. I don't believe that either of those events happened. There's an old saying, anything can be bought with the right price. They all may very well be in bed together. The chosen one would already have come after them if he was truly shaking in his boots. If anyone, as he feels to be deemed a threat, they disappear. How do we know that they don't visit the closet mosque too? I trust no one after the nightmare that we are in. Food for thought. Something to think about. If people put their trust in them, and if this becomes another sham, many will be upset. While I see it's not for American people, only for themselves, just saying, boy, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think so. We will see. Maybe if we are all lucky and not killed before then, we might see the real deal. Time shall tell. God bless you. Wow, there's a lot there. Again, I don't think that the Donald has a clue as to what Sheriff Joe proposed, and I don't believe that Sheriff Joe was bought off by Barack Hussein Obama. But then again, nothing would surprise me. The viewer said a lot. She shared a lot about her family. She shared a lot about her father. And the only advice that I'd like to try to give her is get rid of it. Don't hold things inside. When you hold things inside, you end up having blood pressure issues. Fortunately, I don't have them. Hard to believe, huh? Actually, I just had a physical on Monday. And my doctor's pretty much amazed at my physical condition, being as good as it is. Blood pressure, probably equivalent to a 21-year-old. I attribute that to not smoking, working out on a regular basis, and eating well. Just thoughts you might like to know. Thanks for listening.